company beyond reasonable limits, and if left unaddressed, threatens the sustainability of our mandate to deliver safe, reliable water. Our proposal, that is the way forward, we propose an upstream solution, a joint 24-month catchment recovery plan focused on 8 priority river bodies feeding our plants. The plan combines riverbank stabilization and revegetation at erosion hotspots targeted, survey-led dredging around intake channels, and coordinated land use compliance and community engagement to protect riparian buffers. Why this makes financial sense? Targeted upstream will restore abstraction capacity, reduce treatment challenges, lower specific energy per cubic meter, and extend asset life by cutting abrasive wear. In simple terms, we convert recurring emergencies into planned, high-yield intervention that stabilize production and bend the unit cost curve back towards baseline. Broader effect of the problem. This challenge matters beyond Ghana Water Limited. If siltation continues unchecked, costs will cascade across the economy. Beverage and bottling firms will see slowdowns, higher inputs, and stock out. Food processing and fast-moving consumer goods companies will face disrupted production cycles and quality incidents. Hotels, restaurants, and events will struggle with unreliable supply and expensive backups. Hospitals and schools will be faced into water cutting with obvious hygiene and service risk. Manufacturers will face processing interruption. Real estate and commercial centers will absorb rising costs for backup water and energy. Productivity falls and price rise when a fundamental input, that is treated water, becomes more expensive and less reliable. The case for partnership with shareholders. Conversely, partnering now delivers tangible benefit to corporate Ghana. Supply reliability that protect revenue and brand trust, lower costs, water costs, and unit production costs ease, visibly, variably, environmental, social, and governance, that is ESG, impact tied to name reverse riches, and prudent hedging against climate-driven variability in raw water quality. We see to co-founding from corporate Ghana and development partners to match Ghana Water Limited investment. Closer collaboration with district assemblies, the Water Resources Commission, the Environmental Protection Agency, the Minerals Commission, the Ghana Gold Board, and National Security to align enforcement and protect buffer zones, deeper community engagement through traditional authorities, and in-kind support finances, materials. So we need their support either in kind or finances, materials, equipment, and logistics assigned to specific rivers, where each contribution will be visible, measurable, and auditably. Commendment of the government intervention. We wish to acknowledge the significant steps taken by the government of Ghana to combat illegal mining and protect our water environment. The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, under the leadership of Honorable Ama Kofi-Boa, has intensified regulatory enforcement through initiatives such as the Blue Water Guard surveillance operations to monitor water bodies and prevent illegal mining activities. This initiative, we believe, aims to protect Ghana water sources and restore polluted rivers, reclaim degraded lands, and strengthen the fight against illegal operators. The Ministry of Sanitation, Water Resources, led by Honorable Kenneth Gilbert Ajay, has consistently championed the protection of water bodies and collaborated closely with Ghana Water Limited on both technical and policy fronts. His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama has provided clear and decisive leadership, prioritizing environmental sustainability through the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, a task force composed of military and security agencies to combat illegal activities. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has also instituted the registration of and tracking of excavators and heavy equipment used in mining, and this is making it difficult for illegal miners to operate. The President is consistently calling for national unity against illegal mining, and we salute him for this bold leadership. These actions are yielding encouraging signs. In some of our rivers, you can see the turbidity dropping consistently over the period. We have observed significant improvement in surface turbidity, but let it be clear, the riverbeds remain heavily silted. Without sustained desilting operations, our pumps will continue to struggle to deliver quality water. So because of the siltation, even if the surface water is good, our pumps are submersible pumps. They are buried in the silt. So in an attempt to pump water, you see that it carries the sludge and making it difficult for us to operate. Our commitment, what is our commitment as Ghana Water? With your support, Ghana Water will recover lost capacity as priority plants, reduce treatment losses and chemical dosage, lower specific energy and unit costs, and stabilize service to households, schools, health facilities, and businesses. We will report progress transparently so every partner can see how their contribution translates into fewer shutdowns, stronger plants, and more reliable supply. Water security begins at the source. If we protect the source, our plants will do the rest. Let us act with emergency and purpose together to keep Ghana taps running. Thank you all, and may the Almighty Allah bless our homeland Ghana. So we'd like to show some few pictures and you see how so far what Ghana Water Company is doing. So let's take this one. This is one of our intake plants. The depth of this intake is supposed to be 25 meters. So it's supposed to be 25 meters deep. It's okay. This is supposed to be 25 meters deep. But over the years, siltation has taken place. And now you can see that you can walk across. Under it are our pumps. So with this surface water, it will even reach the pumps to pump. So you realize that we have problem with the operations. But if we desilt this, the first thing is that to be able to contain enough water, we can pump both during the rainy season and the dry season, so all seasons. But with this, you realize that during this dry season, this is dry up. So when the government is achieving in getting clean water for us, if we don't descent, the clean water will be on the surface and we can't still pump. And that is why we are calling on corporate Ghana to help us descent these intakes so that we'll be able to contain enough water during this rainy season to be able to operate throughout the next. This is Kwanyako treatment plant. I can assure you, with the turbidity dropping as a result of the intervention of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Kwanyako is operating 100%. We are producing water 100%. But what did we do? We had to relocate these pumps from down to the surface. So we have to do re-engineering by bringing the pumps up to be able to take the clean water that is coming in. And that is why we are now able to produce 100%. But when they are submerged down there, they silt. It will produce, they cannot produce well because of the high turbidity. But if we don't desilt it to conserve enough water during the rainy season, as the dry season comes, that means we have to re-engineer it to lower it as the water drops. When it gets to the level of the silt, we can't produce any longer. And that's why we are calling on corporate Ghana to come and support us with resources to desilt these intakes so that with the effort of the government, we'll be able to contain clean water for production throughout the year. This is how, it's a new pump. This is how it should be. So we brought it up, we clean it, then we re-engineer it and place it at the surface of the water. And it's now working. No turbidity, high turbidity beyond the capacity of the plant. So as we speak, Kwanyako is producing 100% water. But that will not last long because the water level will drop over as the dry season comes in. These are some of the sledge that covers the place. So you realize that attention should be focused on dredging of the intakes of Ghana Water Limited treatment plants. If not, the dry season, most of our treatment plants will not be able to work. But as I said, the effort of the government is yielding some results. But as it comes, it's on the surface. We are not able to conserve it over to the dry season to be able to operate. So, through the media, I want you to let the public know and ask the various institutions to come and support us to quickly desilt these intakes to conserve more water. You know, we are regulated utility. So every expenditure is tied to an approved rate from PURC. So we can't go and pounce on what is meant for meters to go and be doing dredging. We'll have a problem with accounting for it. So once it's regulated and you know your revenue source, and we have challenges with non-revenue water that is giving us some financial constraint. We are fighting hard. We have a task force that is going around. We are trying to mob up illegal connection, get them out. We are bringing in service personnel to help us recover arrears. But for now, we need support to be able to undertake this work. So that's why we are calling on corporate Ghana to come and help us.
Thank you very much, Managing Director. I think we had a good session and a helpful brief representation. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll give the floor to you to ask some questions and then we'll continue from there. But like I said initially, let our questions be focused on what we have had today, so that this information will go out. Anytime after tomorrow, we need any other information, You come through me, and if it's me that you want to speak with, I'll speak with you. If not, the managing director will speak with you. Is that okay? So let's concentrate on this one. We all know now what I'm going to do with it, and you know that we do not shy away from the media. We have opened our policy, and we ensure that whatever information is needed is sent to the public. So we are here for you. Thank you very much. We take 3 questions at a time. So let's make questions very brief, and then others can also have it. So we give one, another person give one, we take 3, then we go after. Thank you. Very brief. Introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. My name is Uge Ingado. I work with Chief and CVI. Great call for corporate organizations to come and help. But I want to find out, others think that the fight against illegal mining is about stopping illegal mining outright and not about the silting organization. What's the position of the Ghana Water Company in terms of declaring the state of emergency for illegal mining to stop totally?
First and foremost, I don't think that state of emergency will stop illegal mining. If you declare state of emergency in one area, they will migrate to another area. So at the end of the day, the whole Ghana will be in the state of emergency. It's what measures can we put in place for it to be sustained? Is state of emergency going to be there forever? That is the question we must ask. You declare state of emergency, so for how many years? When the people continue, the day you leave the state of emergency, when they go back, we can't have state of emergency forever. So there must be pragmatic measures, as the President Mama put it, to make sure that we put in measures to sustain it, and that will be sustained forever. I think in my position, Ghana Water is not state of emergency. And 2, it's not only illegal money that sold our treatment plants. You realize that Metro Volta Regional, private treatment plant is salted. Agozomi treatment plant is salted because of sand winning and construction. If you go to Upper West, Jambuse, I mentioned it, is salted. Not because of illegal mining, but rather sand winning. If you come to Berikesi, River Ofin is salted. Meanwhile, River Ofin for now is very good. Why? The siltation has been there for a long time. When I took over, I went through the documents and realized that the World Bank has carried out some work on siltation of Berikesi. And as of 2022, 6 million cubic feet of silt had been contained at the dam. So as we speak, we can't even use alum. We have to use what? Polymers. Meanwhile, it's not as a result of what? Illegal mining. So what we are calling on is a general call. So we shouldn't conclude it as if it is illegal mining that is silting our, only illegal mining that is silting our plant. Farming activities along the plant loosen the surface of the soil. So when it rains, it carries the sand in. Sand winning loosen the surface of the soil. When it rains, it is carried in. Construction along these river banks, people have gone beyond the buffer zone into the buffer zone building, throwing refuse down, and a lot. They all contribute to siltation of the dam, the intakes. So it is not only illegal mining that has silted. So if you take the press statement, you will see that in some regions, there's no illegal mining, but siltation is taking place.
Okay, we'll take the next question. How was our first?
Thank you very much. My name is Joseph, Director for Public Transportation. I just want to find out, when did the company realize that we need to do this discussion? Because when in your presentation, it sounds as if like we are too late looking at the weather pattern that we have in the country. If indeed distilling this intakes will actually absorb some water inflows to help do your work, are we not too late?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Please let me add the second one to it. I know you've done some kind of budgetary so far as this particular project is concerned, we know how much you will need as a company for this project. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's take the next question.
Thank you very much. My name is Lorena. I work with GBC. You're making eventually appeal to countries around to support you with funds, resources, and equipment. I want to know how soon do you really need it? Because you mentioned that if you don't do this and the Hamatan sets you, then you're likely to have serious water challenges. Hamatan is already very close. How soon do you need this support?
Let's take the next person, last one.
Thank you. I am Samuel with CTFM and Channel TV. So you mentioned some figures in terms of the exercise you took in previous years. So with this particular distance exercise, the cost, and have you checked how much it will cost us if we actually know about this exercise, so that corporate bodies who are coming on board to help know that there's the amount we need and this is what we got into.
Thank you very much.
I think your question and that of Marine is almost the same. So we'll take some
Thank you. First, is it too late? I don't think it's too late. In most of the treatment plan intakes, 1 week, 2 weeks, and it's done. Some will take more time. Thanks to the chairman and the executive secretary and the board, as well as the staff of PURC, they've identified Berekesi to be a critical dam, and they are considering that they need to make provision for Ghana Water to undertake it, because 6 million cubic meters of silt is no small joke. If you refer to published figures from the Ministry of Works, Housing, and Water Resources, a cubic feet is averaging about 150 Ghana cedis. So they said 1 cubic feet is averaging around 150 Ghana cedis. So the budget is huge. But when you take Berekesi out, the others within about 300 million can undertake it. But some of them are 2 million Ghana cedi, 1.5. We have several depending on the depth of the silt. So averagely 3 million Ghana cedis can undertake it. But I believe corporate bodies can pick some rivers. We want to support you to desert Ayensu at Kwanyako. We want to support you to desert Bonsa. We want to support you to desert Kibi. So that as they pick, the cost per each of the corporate bodies will be less. So they can come in and say, okay, we want to support A, B, C, D. Give us the amount. And if you want us, we can go ahead after this, we'll put together and publish, put them together, and everybody to know how much each one goes.
Thank you very much, Managing Director. We'll take the next set of questions. But may I remind you that this program is being streamlined on all our social media pages. So in case you need further information, you can check on our social media pages. We also make available the Managing Director's speech to you via soft copy, so that it will be easy for you to do your stories and then report accurately. Thank you very much. We'll take the next set of questions. Let me see my hand. And if everything is very comprehensive, then we'll call it a day. Okay, we take it.
So my name is Joshua. I work at TVC. So I've been part of PRC's calling engagements a couple of times, and it can tell that customers are not really impressed with the service delivery. So what is the assurance that if PRC approves your whatever you're requesting for, you'll get value for money.
Thank you very much. That takes.
I'm directed.
Very important question. But because I want us to remain focused on today's program, let's share it, and then I'll give you a special interview on that one. Is that okay? Yeah, there are more interventions along the line, but let's remain focused here. I thank you very much for understanding, and God bless you.
So, Andy, you said that depending on the depth of the trigger, the system that will be doing, it will take like 3 million Ghana cedis or 2 million.
No.
So I want to understand.
No, I said we'll need about 300 million apart from the Owabi. Berkesi Dam. I've taken out Berkesi because PURC, they are making effort to see how they can support us to dredge Berkesi Dam.
So it is estimated that we need 300 million Ghana cedis.
Exactly.
On this project.
Yeah, with the exception of Berkesi.
And Berkesi, Berkesi is
When-
a major treatment plant that serves a great amount of Asante.
Almost 70% of the water delivery to Asante.
Yes. Next. And I can see that everything is fine. We all understood the press statement that was read to us.
It's CDs, right?
Cities, Ghana cities.
Thank you. Right, so thank you very much. My name is Justice. I work on the Channel State Media. Now, you mentioned various causes of the siltation. Some of them are even farming activities, etc. So, besides dredging, which you have costed to be around 300 million, if you want to do a holistic work, for instance, reclaiming, the buffer zones, rebuilding, the buffer zones such that washing of sand into the rivers will come to a halt and those things. Have you costed that one? How long do you envisage that it will take us to be able to do that holistic work? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ghana Water Limited, we must know our boundaries. We collaborate with Water Resources Commission. We collaborate with Ministry of Science and Technology. We collaborate with Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. So when it comes to those things, they fall under the various ministries. We manage our treatment plant. Bringing the water to us depends on the Ministry of Water Resources Commission, the Water Resources Commission, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Environment, Science and Technology. And that is why they are fighting to ensure that the water that flows to our treatment plant is safe. So I would like to venture into doing what the ministry is supposed to undertake.
Take the last set of questions. Okay, I think everything is very simple and very comprehensive. So, like I said, those online, we are taking the questions online because we do not live, so we'll respond to them accordingly. Now, we want the media to be very quick to their offices to respond, to broadcast this very important program. And then, so we don't want to waste much of your time. And those who have to write, maybe have to go for press meetings, and so you may have to do that very well. But the fact that questions are not coming is a clear indication that everything is going well. We understand the statement, and like I said, we're going to give you the copies so that will help you your stories accurately. On this note, I want to behalf of the managing director and then directors of this company, Ghana Water Limited, and on my own behalf, express my sincere appreciation to you for coming. We are all my brothers and sisters, and with the relationship that we have, I always want to give you a special attention. So at the end of this meeting, I'll pray that in 5 minutes, I'll have a tete-a-tete meeting, and then we can call it for the day. Thank you all very much for coming. Let's give our managing director the reverence by standing so that thank you all very much.
Most grateful to the media, my supporting staff. I'm grateful. And you've been there to make sure that Ghana Water Limited deliver quality service to the people of Ghana. Thank you.
That was a press conference by the Ghana Water Limited addressed by its MD, Alhaji Adam Muta Wakilo. Newsfeed.